Hey guys, we're having an exciting night. So, if you checked my last video, we had Ace of Swords upright. I said I was hopeful, I wasn't sure, but I was hopeful that Georgia would make the right choice. So far it looks real good. Warnick has already got it, but it's looking real good for Ossoff right now. So I feel, I did do a mini read tonight. I put it in the group. I ended with the change card, the Two of Pentacles. It's change in thought. So we've got two, because it's a two, the card, and then it's change. So that fits really perfect that two Democrats go to the Senate and change the whole thing with the Senate. So I'm feeling pretty good. He's taking the lead. I feel he's got it. So it looks like it's looking good. So wow, that's that's a hurdle. But now what I'm going to read on is, well, I guess it's it is today, January 6th. What's going to go on in Congress? Kind of what are some of the cards? It would be really hard. I feel like it's going to be some stuff that is going to be like really wild. They're already being a little violent in DC, okay? The cops are arresting people. So we kind of knew people would be getting feisty. But, what do the cards say? What's going on? Let's just look at it. I don't even know what to expect totally. Other than I do believe that when all is said and done and everything that, Pence is going to have to say, that Joe Biden is the president. So I've never seen, as far as getting sworn in, I've always seen him sworn in. So far so good. So let's see what's going on. What kind of cards are we going to get for today with what's going to go on in D.C.? We got all these, got a lot of Republicans that are going to try to, I think they know that it's futile, but they still, maybe they just want to look good for Trump or something, to his supporters, so they could get elected again someday by his base. That's kind of what I feel, because I feel like they know they can't overturn it in Congress. The Electoral College has spoken. The people have spoken. It's a done deal. So what they're grandstanding about is just ridiculous. But this is major. Flipping Georgia. I was hopeful. I wasn't sure. I will be honest with you. I wasn't 100% sure. But with the Ace of Swords being upright, I was incredibly hopeful, and I'm like, okay, and that's why I said I believe Georgia may make the right choice. So I was very hopeful, but to see it, I've been glued to the TV, and then just did a mini reading at night, ended with the change card. So that's just huge, guys. That's huge. So remember, one of the things I told you all is I felt we would get that stimulus check and everything. And I know some of you were worried seeing Mitch block it and poison the bill. But now that we split Georgia, we're going to get those checks. So, but let's see what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to get this energy, okay, Spirit. For one thing, show me good. I always tell Spirit to show me good. But I feel like, let me just say this real quick, and then I'll go back to shuffling. I feel like y'all need to see Spirit's handiwork, okay? If you really are paying attention, we've got coronavirus is killing people, and there is a president in there who does not care, who's pretty much abandoned the fight. Not that he ever fought at all, okay? Going maskless, having parties, this, that, just made a joke of COVID, okay? And called it the China virus, and just, completely did nothing, okay? So Spirit knows that everybody's dying, and, lives have been lost. And so, Spirit's like, no, we got to fix this. I think Spirit doesn't want people dying at the rate they are. It's crazy. But remember, I did tell you, coming into it, I said, I do still feel that Spirit wanted Trump in so you could see how corrupt everything was. Everything came to surface and so forth. All this corruption, with the Republicans and this and that going on. And we had the phone call, okay? That should show you right there. Even my, my boyfriend, he likes Trump. He even admitted, that that was the stupidest thing that he could have done. He was like, yeah, that was incredibly stupid. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's Trump. What do you expect? He's so desperate, and stuff. And he's really, and I could tell, like, the things he was saying, did they take the Dominion machines out? Could they take in the inner parts? He was trying to feed them things to say. Are you sure about that? Did you notice what he was trying to do was try to get them to say yes, and that they would take the story and run with it, just like Trump said. That's why he kept saying weird things like that, okay? He wanted them, oh, yes, maybe yes, and then just go with the story and then tell the public and get them all these fake votes, But these guys were actually pretty honest Republicans and stuff, but they covered themselves because they weren't stupid and recorded the conversation. They were smart. They were smart. So he shot himself in the foot on that one. He really shot himself because he's days away from losing the presidency, and he's a civilian. So, and I'm going to be reading on those things. So, okay, let's get back to it. But you need to see Spirit's handiwork here. Spirit wants people to live, okay? Spirit wants people to live, and also a lot of people are having real hard times financially. They're about to lose their place. They've lost their jobs, all kinds of stuff. The economy, people are destitute and crying out for help. And we had people up there in the Senate that didn't want to help anybody, but line their own pockets. That's all they care about. So see that wealth card as I talk about that? That's all they care about is wealth for themselves. That's what it comes down to. These tax breaks for the rich. The rich are filling their pockets to vote the way they want. And there it is, Five of Pentacles, the destitute, the poverty. Spirit's sick of it. And that's why everything's going down the way it is. You are watching the Spirit's handiwork. See what cards we get for tomorrow. Hopefully they'll keep everyone safe. That's one of the big things, because it's getting crazy out there. Okay, the very first card is a star, and I've talked to you guys about that. That's America. That is hope. That is light at the end of the tunnel. And we've been walking through this dark tunnel for a long time. Okay, but here's a star. Very first card, America. That's very promising to me. Right there alone, that card. I can almost stop the reading right there. I feel good right there. But let's see what's going on. Okay, there's Kamala. Okay, I believe one of the reasons she's coming up here, okay, one of the things is she's going to be announced too. She's a tiebreaker. This has been my Kamala card. She's Libra. She's Libra, air sign. But she's going to be the tiebreaker for the Senate. She's pivotal. She's very pivotal with the Democrats in the Senate. So she's there. I would say she's more of a complementary force than opposing to that star. And then we've got the universe. We're going to enter into a very new cycle. This was coming up for me tonight as far as the Senate. But entering a new cycle, we're ready for this. We're ready for this. New president. And then we do got that devil. So we're going to have, yes, we're going to deal with some toxic forces. We're going to deal with some negative forces tomorrow. And it's going to get ugly, that negative energy. But hold up, hang in there. Spirit is in charge. And that's the way it is. Now, we got the Princess of Discs. Now, one of the things I believe this is kind of acknowledging, help for the American people, the stimulus and so forth, finances that are going to be sent out and everything. And then we do have the Princess of Wands. This was also popping up in the read and everything, that passion, of America to have that fire going again and so forth, which is good. But we got that devil there, so yeah, we can expect that. So as I'm kind of looking at Dominion, which is the Two of Wands, I do feel that there are going to be, this is the way it is. There's going to be some Trump supporters that are going to be like, nope, we're going to stick with, the election results. It's about, following the Constitution and everything. And then others are going to take another path and so forth. They're going to be in there supporting Trump. They're just going to abandon the Constitution at that point, and they're going to debate. So it's like, as I kind of look at the Dominion and the Two of Wands here, this is a very divided party at this point. They're very divided right now. So we're going to see that division. And that's one of the things, the Democrats are not divided. At least I don't think so. So we've got that Four of Cups, that luxury card. Now, one of the things about the Four of Cups, it's a little different in thought, but still the meaning applies, is the ignoring the divine cup. So trying to ignore these election results is what people are going to try to do. They're going to try to dismiss them. And I do have the Ace of Wands, though. So that's the thing. The power of the wand is about to be handed over. So they're trying to stop that and everything, but I do got the Death card. So we're going to close a chapter. This is really important. We're going to close a chapter, with the presidency. It's over. It's over. And I've talked to you guys about that. The chapter closes. I do like the fact I drew the Peace card, Two of Swords. That makes me feel, in the end, this is in the people's position. Notice it's in the people's position, so I'm talking about the people of America. I've got the peace. That inevitably, they have no choice. They really have no choice. Republicans and Democrats, the Two Swords, are going to get to a place of peace eventually. They're not going to be happy about it, but they're going to settle it up. I mean, there's obviously going to be some people. Now, for those who follow me, here comes Queen of Cups again. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, that spirit, she stalks me. She stalks me in my readings. Ever since the Mystery Woman, even before she died, she kept popping up. But her spirit is, I'm telling you, she's the force. I really feel her spirit. I feel like she's popping up again in my reading, like, don't worry, Spirit's in charge. But yeah, Queen of Cups, she always likes to pop up, but she represents that, she honored the Constitution and everything, to the letter. I know there's a few people that don't agree with some of her, her stances on things, but for the majority of people, even the Republicans that are on the Supreme Court admired her and so forth. They know she was a good person, but her spirit is going to be there tomorrow. Okay. Now, the cruelty card usually shows for me when Trump gets on Twitter and so forth, and it's in the hopes and fears position, so I will take it as a fear that people are afraid he's going to get on Twitter to incite people. He's probably going to say some things to try to incite people. I have to give him that. What's my end card? There you go. Okay, ultimately, that's the thing. No matter what, look at that card, no matter what these Republicans do, no matter what anyone does, Trump is defeated, and it's going to hold firm. The Five of Swords is also another thing about the defeat card, because that's the Five of Swords as the battle comes to an end. Okay, so the defeat is upheld. Okay, the defeat is upheld. There's no way to overturn it, so do not worry about that. And then I did draw the completion card. And another thing I want you to take note, not only is it the card completion, it's a 4 for 4 years. So Trump is not going to somehow magically be able to retain the presidency. It's not going to happen. And I feel that the Republicans know it, because the Constitution is like this. Okay, it's fierce. And there's just no way. They can object, they can present their case, this, that, but inevitably, they just have nothing. How many court cases, went before, even the Supreme Court and all these other judges, and were thrown out. Everything was a joke. It's a joke. So it's just a show. It is just a show. That's what it comes down to, and nothing more. So the defeat is upheld. Okay? So, that's the way it is. No matter what he, spouts on Twitter tomorrow. Okay? His crazy conspiracy theories. This is just, the mental illness that he is just, subjecting everybody to and so forth. The defeat is upheld. Okay? That's what it comes down to. He is defeated. there's just no way to overturn it. And I've always felt he would be sworn in, that Joe Biden and Bill Lee would be sworn in. It's not a problem. So expect a little bit of grandstanding and all that stuff. That's going to happen. Let's pull some oracle cards. I would like to see, I feel like everybody needs to hear something positive. And I can't find my power igniter. I wanted power igniter ones. Maybe I can't find them for a reason. Oh, there they are. That's the ones I want. I feel like you guys need a positive message. There will probably be some people acting up. I know there's probably going to be some, violent things. But as far as, a major coup and the world coming to an end and all that stuff, I do not want you guys to worry about that. Okay, Spirit's not going to allow that to happen. That's what I really feel. It would have happened by now. Okay. I did just draw the card attachment. So don't attach. You know what I kind of think that the attachment card is up? There's a lot of people attached to a certain outcome or fearing it. Just relax. People fearing like some major outcome. I like the fact abundance. I feel like this is actually for the American people. That they're going to start getting the help they need. They're going to start getting their jobs back, and get a little bit more job security, and get the help they need. It may go beyond a 2000 stimulus. It may be other kind of help. I like the fact we got the card powerful. When I'm looking at the powerful card, I feel that spirit. I feel that spirit. Like it's, we are powerful too as people, but spirit's powerful. And value. I kind of look at the value card, saying everybody in this country has value. It's not just the rich, it's not just the wealthy. Everybody, has value. So yeah, the defeat will be upheld. Biden's got it, his victory, and everything. He's going to be on Twitter, and he may try to incite some stuff. Definitely he's going to be yelling, and he's probably going to be he might even put some messages to Pence on there. But Pence has no power. I mean, this is a completely desperation. But I like that Ruth Bader Ginsburg spirit, okay? I've got that. And I even drew the card love next to her, And see, that is the Two of Cups. That to get to a place where once we got Biden in office, maybe Republicans and Democrats, they could be a little more friendly to each other instead of so divided and hateful. And they can have friendly debates with each other and discussions and look at their, things they have in common, be brought together. It doesn't have to be so dramatic and hateful and everything. And then peace. Yeah. We're going to get our peace, guys. We're going to get our peace because somebody's 4 years is done. Okay. So I do not want you to worry about it. Pray for peace, though. One of the things, though, that part is a little, I'm not seeing any kind of crazy, stuff. No coup, okay? At least I'll see an attempt. We've seen an attempt for months, okay? A lot of people trying to do all kinds of stuff. But you really need to pay attention to spirit because every time they try to do something, not only does spirit stop them, but makes a fool. I mean, look at Rudy Giuliani, made a fool. Trump is made a fool. This phone call. Okay. I see spirit's handiwork. I know exactly what they're doing. Pay attention to this stuff, though. But I feel we'll be fine. I feel we'll be fine. We got this. Everything should be, they're going to squabble. They're going to grandstand. They're going to, kick their heels. They're going to act like fools. But in the end, Pence is going to get up there and announce Biden.